In August the 9th, the EDP documentary has been fully released. So I am going to voice and say my last opinions about it and my last thoughts or whatnot. So when I watched the documentary, I didn't care enough to watch it completely. I just started skipping through the whole thing though, because I'm like, I pretty much already knew what this whole EDP stuff was about to be anyway. There has been more stuff that has came about of like EDP now. And that guy that was defending EDP in the trailer, the guy I was like saying earlier in the last video talking about EDP is completely innocent. It turns out that guy was EDP's friend. And that's the thing too, though. Just because that EDP has been your friend or you knew EDP for a long time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to defend him all the time because of what the stuff that he's did. Now, if I knew EDP for years, now, if I was friends with EDP, I wouldn't even want to be EDP's friend anymore because of what he did. While he was defending EDP, how does that make him look? It makes him look bad when people see that he is defending a pedo, which is not a good look in any way whatsoever. If I heard that one of my friends turned out to be a pedophile, I pretty much don't want to have like anything to do with them anymore. I don't want to even associate with them. I don't even want to talk to them no more, let alone be friends with them at that point. Because I know that some people might say, well, you may never know. People can change. You should give them a chance. Well, I don't know about this one. I don't even know if I want to give this person a chance for what they did, for the shit that they're doing, because this stuff is inexcusable and unforgivable. But even if they tell the truth and don't lie about it and admit that, yes, I know what I did was wrong, I should have never done that, and it won't happen again. But even if they come out and say and admit the truth and tell no lies, I don't even want to try to give them a chance because I highly doubt that people will change. And as you guys seen EDP, EDP never changed. He never changed his ways. He's still the way he is, and he had all that time to own up to it, and he never did. So now I don't care if that person is a friend or that person is a relative. This still doesn't excuse anything about it. Like, this is just evil. Now, in the documentary, EDP was talking about how that he was going to own up to everything that he did. He was going to take accountability and take responsibility for his actions. Well, that right there is pretty funny and ridiculous for him to say that, because in the documentary, I don't know why that EDP is just now wanting to admit everything when he could have been admitted to this for a long time now. As soon as EDP was caught, he should have been took responsibility. He should have been took accountability. He should have been owned up to all of this stuff years ago, but he decided to not do that, and look where he got now. And now all of a sudden he wants to own up to it. He shot himself in the foot right there. Yeah, and I said it earlier in this video, I doubt that people like EDP would change. And yeah, EDP never changed, because this isn't the first time that he's been doing this shit. He's been doing this multiple times, actually. Because if somebody can really change, if somebody can truly change their ways or truly change who they are, then they need to prove it. If they can prove to not do that shit again, if they can prove to not stay on that wicked path that they're going on, then yeah, they're going to have to actually prove it. Because I don't want to take stuff at face value talking about this person change when they didn't. So I want to see it to actually believe it. Get it? And my whole opinion on the documentary, to me, it is just a whole bunch of just fucking clout chasing and attention seeking, like it really is. And now we had, more of these YouTubers on there and more of these locals, I guess, if you could call them locals, on there as well. Because like Boogie 2988 was on there, Chris Chon was on there, and now we seen Chris Hansen was on there. I don't get why that instead of making a documentary, they should be building a court case on him, or like contacting the authorities and building an actual case on EDP and get him locked up and make sure that he gets the proper sentencing and the proper punishments that he needs, so he can't be out here like scot free walking around and not taking no consequences for the shit that he did. So yeah, like the whole documentary is just, a bunch of attention whores and all this attention seeking. I really don't get why they need to, over glorify this shit when it shouldn't have never been glorified to the point that it's blowing up all over the fucking internet. It's insane though. Like I just opened up Twitter and I see EDP clips just popping up randomly. It's like, oh fuck, like they keep popping up like a fucking whack-a-mole game. Because there was like more YouTubers that were on there. Dante was on there, some ordinary gamers was on there, and Cold Raven was on there too though, and more people as well. Alrighty, so in the film, EDP was either diagnosed with kidney failure or kidney disease. So I would say it's a kidney disease. So he was diagnosed with either stage 4 or stage 5 kidney disease or kidney failure. I mean, like either one, neither one is better. So yeah. Now, it has been expected that he may not live long for all, oh yeah, because of that though, and be like, well, yeah, he's not willing to better himself. He's not willing to take care of himself. So EDP may not live for much longer. He might pass away early because of this though. So I'm like, yeah, I guess that we can all say that maybe we can celebrate the death of EDP then. Yeah, trust me when I say this, karma is getting to EDP because EDP thinks that he's hot shit. He thinks he is this tough guy on the internet. Like, I don't get guys like EDP. They talk a bunch of shit on the internet, but when something goes wrong in the real world or when somebody confronts them, they fold so fast like a damn jet. Like, they fold faster than a jet. So yeah, he was talking all that hard shit in the documentary, but the thing is that he talks the way he does online though, because keep in mind though, people tend to have like this fake tough guy persona that they have on the internet, but they don't have that same energy they do in the real world. Which is funny, because I would expect them to have the same energy like they did on the internet and have that same personality or that same behavior in the real world when they don't. So they're just a bunch of fucking phonies. And EDP called someone fat in like one of the clips or something like that, because like, which is pretty funny and ironic though, given how big EDP is. So he can't call nobody else fat when he's literally big, just as big if not bigger than the person that he called fat. So he is just projecting his body image on somebody else. It's not our fault that EDP is this insecure prick. And EDP was admitting and saying that he talked to more minors and he has like an AI girlfriend and talking about all this like porn shit. Is like, oh my god, bro. Is this really a documentary or is this a Or is this a video of a lifestyle of some big, fat, obese, ugly insole that has no life and no purpose in life at all? This is ridiculous. Speaking about the people that were featured in the EDP documentary, now of course, like we all know that the predator poachers are on there, like Chet Goldstein and Gideon. And there's something that I wanted to like get off of my chest about this as well, is that I never really liked most of these predator poachers because they're just a bunch of narcissistic wannabe superheroes, and they mainly do all this shit for clout and attention seeking when they could have been filing, actual police reports on these people and have their asses thrown away. But hey, you guys, keep in mind, clout is a hell of a drug. To anybody that takes the clout drug, you're automatically addicted to it. You can snort that shit and smoke that shit more than you can smoke marijuana or tobacco or even nicotine or even like snort it more than you can like snort cocaine or even fucking copium or some shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, it just fucking consumes you. And the way they made that young EDP, that CGI like young version of EDP, that young EDP looked uncanny as hell. So yeah, I don't get how or why EDP decided to agree to this. Cause I felt like when EDP agreed to do this documentary, he's basically just exposing himself, which is gonna lead further and dig himself an even bigger shithole into his own downfall, which is a good thing, of course, but yeah. Like if I was in the same situation as EDP, I probably would not agree to this at all though. Cause if I'm just exposing myself all over to the internet and it's going viral all over social media, all over the platforms or whatnot, it's like I'm basically self-embarrassing myself. I'm making myself look like an even bigger fool. I'm just basically just playing myself, and that's how EDP is doing. He's basically just scamming himself. He's playing himself, which is going to lead to which is going to lead to him being more damaged. I mean, yeah, like EDP's reputation and career is already ruined, and his life is already ruined as well. So it's not like trying to ruin his life even more, trying to make his life even more hell is really going to make a difference since he's already at rock bottom. All right, now one more thing that I'm gonna say, or maybe one more thing, or maybe another thing before I wrap this video up, is that nearly at the end of the documentary, EDP now has a girlfriend though, which is, yeah, I wouldn't call that surprising. I would just call that maybe like a coincidence though, because I'm pretty sure millions of women know about EDP and what he has done. So I don't get how that EDP's girlfriend would stay with a guy like EDP though, because let's be real, okay? If you heard that somebody is a pedophile or has been doing all this nasty, disgusting shit, anybody with common sense would say or think, yeah, I'm not going to date a person like EDP, nor will I ever talk to them, be friends with them, or even associate with them. Now, if I heard about a woman that was a pedo, I would not date her at all, though, and be like, yeah, you're not suited around children. You're not suited for pretty much nobody. You can't even be trusted with children, let alone be alone with them. So people with common sense, and of course, women with common sense are not going to date EDP though. And EDP's girlfriend was just defending him, talking about, I know that EDP doesn't do this. I know the Bryant. I know Bryant doesn't talk to children. He doesn't say this stuff to minors. And it's like, bitch, are you fucking retarded? You know exactly what EDP did that was wrong. You knew from the start that EDP showed you who he really is, and you want to deny who he actually is. Because I don't get how that people are so desperate to have a partner with them, or so desperate to put somebody so close up in their presence or be so clingy with that person, and they're just ignoring the fact about their past. They're just not willing to accept who they are, which is sad. Because if you're not willing to accept a person for who they are, then why the fuck do you even want to date them or be around with them? Because I don't understand people like that. Because that woman should be ashamed of herself for even defending that creep. While she's defending a creep like EDP, that's going to make her look bad as well. And plus, not only did EDP ruin his life, he's also going to ruin his girlfriend's life too. So you're just dragging somebody into mess when you can just, just like stay away from them, or to like get out of that mess, because it's better to just get away from a situation rather than just try to escalate it even further or try to make it even worse, when you can just leave out of there, don't give it no attention, and just ignore it. And this is why that, yeah, the dating community, or whatever it's called, maybe like the dating community or just dating in general, has become so fucked lately. I will say this: even though it's better to not date nobody who's a sex offender or a pedo, if you are planning to date them, just be extra careful. Do not bring them around your kids. Do not be there where there's like children around, or try to make them look like that there's this like superior going around when they're not. But like even then, it's better to not date people like that and find somebody who's better. This woman doesn't even realize it herself. It's like, why you want to date a guy like EDP? So you're okay. So you mean to tell me that you are so desperate to have a man, and you can't find a man who is a lot better than EDP, or better than EDP, who doesn't do shit like this? Can't say I'm surprised about this, y'all. Can't say I'm surprised about this. And you have to be responsible about this. I don't care how many times you want to deny the truth, how many times you want to try to sweep it under the rug. Just know this: I'm not trying to convince you or nothing. I'm not trying to tell you no lies. I'm not trying to make shit up. I'm telling you the truth. And that's simple. If people are not willing to accept the truth, then why you want to stay in a world full of lies, full of deceptions, and full of people that are just evil minded, just fucking wicked? And their presence and their spirit is not holy, and they just bring out just like bad vibes and bad energy to the table. Because if somebody was being accused of these of shit that EDP is doing, I wouldn't defend them right away though, because I'm like, yeah, bro, you better not be talking to no children, and you better not be doing the shit that people saying that you're doing. Because if you are, then I have no choice but to just cut you off at that point. Like, I don't even want to deal with you or even be around with you, let alone talk to you or associate with you or even be your friend. Now, if there is more proof saying that this person is innocent and they have proved their innocence, then yes, I would say yes. You prove that you're innocent. You prove that you didn't do this, and I'm glad. But if you're just trying to hide it and not tell the truth, then like it's a no. Like, there's pretty much no second chance around this shit. And EDP had multiple chances to come clean. He had multiple chances to own up to this shit, and look what happened. He did none of that shit at all. And it's EDP's fault, though. I mean, like, it's not our fault that he decided to do this. Who made him do this? Who forced him to do this? Nobody but who? Himself. So yeah, this might be the last time I might talk about EDP. Like, if something new comes out about him, then I might though. But if it's the same shit, then I probably won't talk about it. I might just let it die down or whatnot. So yeah, and this is the reason why that people need to start using critical thinking, and people need to start, coming forward and saying some stuff to start exposing it or start telling the truth about it instead of just trying to hide it like it wasn't a big issue when it is. It is a big issue because fucking around with children is not nothing to be taken lightly. You be ready to kill a motherfucker then. You be ready to kill a motherfucker, shoot a nigga in their brain, like do all of that shit just to protect the children. And I don't blame people for acting like that though, which is the right thing to do. Protect the fucking children. And besides, I honestly don't care who people want to date, who people want to be friends with or hang out with or associate with, because it's not really my business. It's pretty much their choice if they want to associate with people like that. One more thing I'm going to say is ignore all of these EDP trolls out there. Ignore all these EDP defenders because they're just a bunch of clowns that are just trying to rage bait us. They're trying to get a reaction out of us saying that EDP is innocent and this and that. It's better to not engage with them. Don't respond to them. It's better to just block them. And mind you, these EDP trolls and these EDP defenders, these are literally grown-ass men that are like in their 20s, their 30s, and their 40s, just trying to fucking clown around and fucking trying to say that EDP is innocent, which is sad though. Grown ass adults, and they can't accept the fact that EDP is a scumbag. They can't accept the fact that what EDP did was wrong, and they're trying to defend him like he's supposed to be this king when he's not. Cause they knew what EDP did was wrong. They know that. So yeah, the best thing to do is to ignore them or just block them. Don't even give them the time and the energy of the day to try to fight with these people. Cause at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. That is pretty much about it. Just wanted to say my final opinions or say my final words about this documentary or whatnot. And yeah, that's really about it.